Why did the Usos go to a seafood restaurant?
Why did they go?
They wanted to order that day one fish. Welcome to the show.
Bourbon. Belts. Blockbusters. You are listening to the Triple B Podcast. Let's fucking go.
Tim! We're back.
We are back.
We're back. We had a cocktail. We're here. It's beautiful.
It is a beautiful cocktail.
It's a nice red color.
Kind of like a ruby.
Yeah.
A ruby color.
A ruby.
Like a Monday Night Raw color.
Oh. All right, let's drink it. No, I'm just joking. All right, so what we got here is my cocktail of the week, because last week was my cash in. We have the Scofflaw.
Ooh.
All right, and as I have been doing the last couple cocktails, I once again got it out of our lovely The Bourbon Bartender book. Forgot the name of it for a second. And as I have also been doing, I'm going to read you the little blurb. Now, I did read the blurb already because the last time I did this, there were some names. And there is a name in this that I'm going to try. But anyways, it only says his name once, and then it just goes by the last name. I think for obvious reasons. So
can only butcher it once.
Yep. It's called the Scofflaw. It says, lawless drinking is a menace to the Republic itself. President Warren Harding famously said, and Delaware King, a banker and staunch prohibitionist, agreed with him. In 1923, King held a contest to generate a new word describing the lawless drinker of the president's admonition. King appointed members from the Massachusetts Federation of Churches and the Anti-Saloon League of America as co-judges and offered a prize of $200, in addition to bragging rights, of course. The contest received more than 25,000 entries, and both Henry Dale and Kate Butler submitted the winner, Scofflaw. They split the money, and a few weeks later, this drink appeared at Harry's New York bar in Paris, where, of course, prohibition didn't apply. What it consists of... little history for you.
Yeah,
right?
little history. I like it.
So, what it consists of, it is 1.5 ounces of bourbon. We used our Horse Soldier bourbon from last week. 1/2 ounce of vermouth. It did call for dry vermouth, but as I explained to you whilst I was making it, I don't know if the bottle that I had was dry or sweet. It didn't say, but I had another bottle that was for sure sweet vermouth, so I went with the one that I wasn't sure of.
I like it.
Don't know. 1/2 ounce of grenadine and 1/2 ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice. You shake that shit all together and then you just strain it on into your glass. We, of course, as per usual, enjoy our rocks glass with a nice big old cube in it.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
This has a fun fact, though. Fun fact! President Harding routinely nipped from a bottle of whiskey while playing golf.
Oh.
That two-faced bitch.
Did he kick off the drinking on a nice 18-hole?
He possibly did, but, you know, that was during Prohibition. So the old Presidente shouldn't have probably been doing that. Any hoozle. Let's give this a go. Let's see what we got. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Got a nice little chip of ice there.
Oh.
I actually quite enjoyed that. That's good.
That is really good. It's not overly sweet.
Not overly sweet, not overly sour. Like just the vermouth's there, but not overpowering. You can still taste the bourbon, but it's not like
this cocktail
intense.
Definitely blankets like whatever taste what we had in my cocktail with it.
Yeah.
Like it really came through. This masks it a little bit there, but I do get the bourbon still.
This would be one that I think you could definitely like. Someone who is, like we've talked about before, curious about bourbon, this could be like a good cocktail. Be like, hey, try this one.
Yeah, 100%. I think this just it's very like we use the word smooth a lot, but like this is a smooth sip. Like,
Yes,
easy
absolutely.
sip.
This, it's like whiskey sour kind of,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because it's got the lemon, which makes sense. But it is like a whiskey sour. I feel like you can usually taste the whiskey more. This masks the whiskey more than a whiskey sour. So it would be like your beginner bourbon drinker's whiskey sour kind of.
Yeah. That's a
pretty
good way to describe it.
I like it.
I like it. I'm gonna give it. I'm going 9. I really
All right.
enjoy this. It's not.
All right.
It's not a 10. It's not my favorite, but I also couldn't see myself just drinking on this easily over and over again.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
I'm going to go with 8.5. Yeah, I'm right up there with you. It's real good. It's refreshing. It's we actually have some sun today, which is nice, as it snowed the last 3 days here. But yeah, it's nice, refreshing. Gets me excited for summer. I could definitely see myself sipping on
This is a summer
something like this for
cocktail,
summer for sure.
Hot spring day too. We got spring, I guess, on its way.
Who knows? Fucking groundhog. Bringing us over to. We got a talking point for the bourbon section this week, and I wanted to throw this on here because we do have a little bit of hawk talk to talk about.
Yes, we
Just
do.
free agency. It was, the bargaining period, the legal tampering, as they like to call it, started on Monday, went till Wednesday at like 1 p.m. or whatever. I think it was 4 p.m. New York time when the new league year officially began. And then free agency officially kicked off at that point on Wednesday. So we've had some happenings, some rumblings within the Hawks organization. I just wanted to, what do you think? What's your take?
I mean, it sucks being a Super Bowl champion. You see it with all the teams.
Yeah.
And you just want to retain the whole
Everybody,
core group.
yeah.
But financially, you can't do that. Especially, and then because you're a champion, all eyes are on that team. See what good pieces you are, so
Yep.
you're bound to lose them. And unfortunately, we did. We lost a handful of them. It sucks to see K9 go. Especially, we just haven't replaced with anything great that I know of.
Yeah.
I know we did get a running back. Wilson is his name, I think, from Green Bay.
Yeah. Williams, I think was his name.
Yeah, something like that. I only saw
Yeah.
one game highlight online, and he looked good in that game. And
I guess he rushed for like 1,000 yards and like 9 touchdowns or something over the 2 years that he was with Green Bay.
but I mean,
like
you got
So-
Josh Jacobs as your main back. You're not going to be getting a lot of opportunity
yeah,
there
that's true.
either.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a positive sign.
Yeah. He's a
Obviously,
big dude, though.
Yeah,
He's a big dude. He's
Yeah.
like 6. He's like, I don't remember. He's like 6'3" or something. But he's like 230 or something like that. I read. Like, I don't remember exactly what the actual
could be a little bruiser.
numbers were there, but he's just apparently he's like just a heavy hitter. So
Nice. I mean, but the big news is we re-signed Rashid Shaheed, which was a big thing.
that was the number one for me.
Yeah.
Was re-sign him, because I know a lot of people were like, we gave up a 4th and a 5th and he barely produced on offense. It's like, yeah, but he literally won us games on special teams, and give him a full off season in line with what is happening to me. That's not a good start. Give him a full season in line with Darnold and just building that camaraderie and that timing and that chemistry. It's going to be different. And now you're talking, you re-signed Shaheed for 3 years. We're getting Torrey Horton back at some point next year. If he's not ready, everything I'm reading is that he's expected to be ready to go, by training camp. He's not going to do anything until then because he had some surgery.
Yeah.
But he's expected to be ready to go at training camp. So if he is and he stays healthy, now you're talking about having, I mean, that's got to be one of the top receiving groups in the fucking league, right? You have
Kupp,
JSN, Rashid Shaheed, Cooper Kupp, and then Torrey Horton, who showed out really well last year when he had his opportunities in the return game. He scored fucking 2 touchdowns against Washington, and then like the next day reported shin pain.
Yeah.
And then that's what put him out for the rest of the year. And then the next day we traded for Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah.
So it was just like, you have all of them, and Shaheed actually has a full time. I mean, I think our offense is going to be hard to compete with when you also then consider our fucking tight end room.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right?
Yeah.
And then if we could just get a running back that can, kind of just hold it down, or a running back committee like we had this last year was perfect.
Yeah, no
right?
kidding,
Like,
right?
And the thing is, like, who we lost, right? We lost K9, Boye Mafe to Cincy, Kobe Bryant to Chicago, Reek Woolen to Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Philly is paying Reek Woolen $12 million with the opportunity for it to be a $15 million contract for 1 year. Yeah, fuck no.
Yeah.
Go ahead, take him. There's absolutely no fucking shot in hell that John Schneider was paying him that much.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. No way. So that's like, yeah, no, we don't want you. If that's what you're fucking expecting yourself to get, no. He played well in the system that we had, but he also made a shit ton of stupid ass decisions, and one that almost cost us a trip to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So no, you fucked your way out of Seattle in that one. He wasn't coming back.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant, good for you, dude. You got your bag. Hopefully you can continue to play at the level that you played here.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking money.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then Boye Mafe just got a fucking 3-year, $20 million a year contract for a dude that just came off of the season with 2 sacks as an edge rusher. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, no. Take him. Go. If Edge is that hot of a commodity, we're gonna be fine. We're good without him.
Yeah.
He wasn't. Yeah, he was a solid role player, rotational player. He didn't fucking do anything to earn that much fucking money. He had 1 season in 2023 of 9 sacks.
Yeah.
And has done nothing even close to that since. So, I mean, good for him.
Yeah.
You kind of tricked everybody into thinking that you are worthy of that contract, and you went and got it. Good for you. Hopefully you've produced and you have good season in Cincy.
Yeah.
K9, unfortunately, running backs are kind of a dime a dozen in this day and age of the league. And yeah, he showed out really well in the playoffs, but that's recency bias. And you got to think his entire tenure in Seattle, the 4 years that he was here, he was hurt.
He was hurt a lot.
So much. And so it's like, you can't go and pay a running back that has that injury history that much money when there's other areas that we need to focus on.
Yeah.
And so like that to me made sense. I knew K9 wasn't coming back, especially when he won Super Bowl MVP. It was like, okay, well he punched his ticket out of Seattle. Yeah. We're not going to re-sign him because, again, John Schneider is fucking brilliant. Mm-hmm. He's not going to overpay somebody. And it isn't like overpaying, and it's not overpaying in the sense of like he's being cheap. It's overpaying in the sense of like Kansas City just overpaid Ken Walker. Yeah. They just gave him $15 million a year.
Yeah.
That's an overpay for a running back. So
yeah. And then you got to think, it's not just filling the team this year. You got to think ahead.
Yeah.
We got to pay JSN and Spoon. And those are the 2 big names that you absolutely... And then eventually Sam Darnold,
Sam Darnold, you're probably going to want to pay Byron Murphy at some point, right? Emin Worry's only a year behind JSN or I guess 2 years behind JSN and Spoon, right? Like you have... There's pieces you got to be able to. It's a whole puzzle and a whole, little puzzle game. You got to be able to fit everything together.
Obviously, outweighs a K9.
Yeah.
Spoon outweighs a Reek Woolen or a Kobe Bryant.
Yeah,
like you just have to think ahead, not just to the next year.
Yeah. We re-signed so many of our other like special team free agents, right? Like. Mm-hmm. Brady Russell re-signed. We re-signed Drake Thomas, which was huge. Mm-hmm. He's our fucking starting linebacker, right?
Yeah.
So our linebacker core is intact. We re-signed Bobo.
Yeah.
We re-signed AJ Finley.
Oh, yeah.
Who else did you say?
Job.
Yeah, Josh Joe we re-signed. And there's been a handful of other... Brandon Peely we re-signed. There's a handful of other guys that we've re-signed that were like smaller. Our fucking long snapper, Chris Stoll.
Yeah.
We re-signed him, right? Like, we re-signed a lot of dudes that were like, we had the best special teams in the league last year for a fucking reason. Mm-hmm. And our special teams last year played a huge role in our season.
Huge role.
Because it's commonly an overlooked facet of the game. I've talked about that on here before. It's not overlooked in Seattle.
Yeah.
And it fucking shows. Our special teams have won us games and kept us in games, you know, and sparked comebacks in games to help to lead us to win those games, right?
Yeah.
Like, so that's a big part of Rashid Shaheed re-signing too.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, you with Rashid Shaheed and Torrey Horton, you have the potential to be able to put two people back in the return
Where are you
game,
gonna kick 'em?
and you don't it's like
You're going to kick it out and bring us to the 35-yard line.
Yeah. Kick it deep, or you're gonna fuck up and kick it out of bounds or something. And like either way, we're getting good field position off of this. You know,
True.
So, yeah. That's gonna bring us on over to belts.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding. Need to get a soundbite of Laney doing it. And
yeah.
you could just put that in. Ding, ding, ding. Timmy, what do you want to talk about?
Well, I want to talk about Monday Night Raw, and what's cool about it is we went to Monday Night Raw.
We were there.
Monday Night Raw was in Seattle. It was, you know, we had pretty low expectations going into the
really
show, which I think helped the show because it was a lot better than
Our expectations.
So
It exceeded our expectations.
I didn't leave disappointed.
No.
Not
No,
like
I
the
didn't either.
SmackDown previous.
Yeah.
That was a dud.
That one, yeah.
That was a big dud, which was shocking because it was like 2-3 weeks before WrestleMania, and I was like,
Yeah.
what is going on?
Yeah.
You know? But anyways, digress. It was a fun show. It was fun going. It's always fun going in crowd. We had a very polite heckler in the crowd.
He was the nicest heckler I've ever heard before in my life.
God bless you. You're welcome.
He was getting mad at everybody when the ref would give it was only a 2 count, and he'd be like 1, 2, 2, and he was the only one doing it, and then everyone else did it the one time, and he didn't. He goes, "I'm sorry, everybody, I forgot."
He also thought you looked a lot like LA
He thought I
Knight.
looked a lot like LA Knight, and he thought he was sitting next to LA Knight for a little bit. Yeah, that was funny.
That was fun. Fun. Always an interesting crowd.
Yeah.
Never fails. All right. That brings me to my first talking point. What's next for Obafemi? He basically squashes Rusev. It was a squash.
Yeah, I mean, he just manhandled it, dude. That fucking throw, and then he hit him with the fuck. Is that fall from
The
grace?
fall from grace, yeah.
Oh my lord,
Rusev's a big dude.
Rusev's a big ass dude, and he hit. Oba hit him with a fucking sit out last ride. That's what that move is.
Yeah.
It's a sit out last ride, which is insane.
Poor Rusev.
And he hit Rusev with it. I was like,
Big
God
tree
damn.
fall hard.
But dude, he just tossed Rusev.
That
like
toss
three
was
quarters.
beautiful.
It was like from corner to corner, about 3/4 of the way from corner to corner.
Yeah.
Just like he was nothing.
Yeah.
I was just like, what are we seeing here?
Yeah.
I think what's gonna end up happening, and I'm kind of torn on my thoughts about this for 2 reasons. I think it's gonna be Brock.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Oba is gonna end up being the one that answers the challenge to Brock for Mania. One of my issues with that is everything I've read is that Brock has like been very outspoken apparently backstage about he does not want to lose at WrestleMania.
Yeah, not until he retires is what I've heard.
Which is just fuck you. You do not deserve that. You have not been here. You have, and when you have been here, it hasn't been good for the last few times. Like, fuck you. You don't get to choose that. That's bullshit. But he probably will get his fucking way. Which is why I'm like, I hope it's not Oba then, because Oba should not be fucking losing to anybody at WrestleMania this year.
Yeah.
Let alone Brock fucking Lesnar should not be beating Obafemi. Shouldn't happen. Hands down.
Agreed. this goes back to there's not a lot of middle fodder anymore. It's like you got people in the main event, a couple going for the mid card titles, and tag teams. Like there's not anyone to start a feud with. Like there's LA Knight out there that you could do, but that's like a face versus face. Do you want to do that kind of thing?
Oh, for Oba? Is that what
For
you're saying?
Oba, yeah. So like the next logical thing seems to be Brock Lesnar, but to your point, he's advocating not to lose. And then if he does win, what would be next after that? You have to almost thrust him into the heavyweight title. Like there's not, like you come off a victory with him, you can't just go back
to squash matches
or squash matches. Exactly. So it's there. I think the writers have a tough job to do with Oba because they're building him up as a big guy, deservedly so.
Yeah,
he's got it all. There's not a lot to feud with.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah. Next up, the Masked Men and Seth Rollins opens the show. I thought that was a really cool segment, especially getting out of the ring and where's Seth? Where does he fall into it?
I thought the whole the initial though was very like carny, like just like he puts the mask on, they all get in, and then they all just start running in circles around each other before they broke. I was just kind of like, okay, that was fucking goofy as shit.
Yeah,
but
it's still pretty cool.
Yeah,
but again, I just they must have an idea that Braun Breaker is gonna be healthy, or they're just gonna push like Seth versus Logan again or something. I don't know, but like it seems like dangerous waters to keep this feud going with not knowing what direction they're going.
With half of the fucking group injured and out.
Yeah.
To our knowledge for the foreseeable future.
And what I've heard is Seth isn't fully recovered as well, like at this point.
Well, yeah, that's why nothing's actually happened with him.
Yeah, and so
they had to bring him back at Chamber way premature.
Yeah.
You know, after Bronson Reed got hurt. They're like, fuck, we have to... Seth, we need you to be able to just do a stomp. Can you do a stomp without hurting yourself? You know?
Yeah. So it's just...
Can you attack Paul Heyman and hit him with a chair and stomp on his face?
That part was cool, though. That was really solid.
Yeah.
It's just, you're so close to Mania. Obviously, they must have an idea. It's just, it's weird right now with the Vision and Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
But cool segment.
Yeah.
Next up, CM Punk and the Usos close the show. This was really solid. I'm a little confused because Jay wasn't that angry in the beginning when like Kathy Kelly was interviewing him. He was kind of perturbed, but the way he came out at the end of the show, he was like overly angry.
Yeah.
But I think the actual highlight of this was Jimmy. Jimmy was so solid in this.
Absolutely.
And saying, say you're sorry. The calm and collected, like, say you're sorry was so good. And then him being the one punch Punk and everything, it was good. The whole promo, Punk is obviously carrying this feud. Like Roman is doing his part when he does show up, but he doesn't show up
Roman's
frequent
not doing
enough.
his part for shit.
The Usos
Roman's
definitely
not doing
help.
anything.
I worry though is like because obviously Punk and Roman aren't heels, but this came across as a little bit heels for the Usos attacking Punk, and they're the tag champions. They need to be hopefully in a storyline soon to defend their tag titles, right? And so I just don't want them to get pulled back into
this. Why would
this.
they do that, Tim? Nobody defends their titles anymore except for CM Punk.
I guess. I like it. It's always exciting with the bloodline, like the OG bloodline when they're all on their best game, and what they did on Monday was their best game. I just don't want them stuck back in that vortex either.
Yeah.
Right? So, very, very solid closing to the show there.
Yeah. For sure. It was Jimmy was very important here because Jay's mic antics are outdated now. It was one thing when he was constantly pacing and heavy breathing when it was like the push towards his first world title. And now since it's the same thing now as Cody just yelling all the time.
Enough.
Right? Like it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like that's all you have on the mic.
Yeah.
And now it's just like annoying and sometimes over the top. Not sometimes, it's always over the top, and it's usually annoying, and it usually doesn't come off all that good anymore either. And so Jimmy was a huge part of that. The ability to just get it that all across the way he did, so calm and collected until he snapped and hit him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And Punk was cold, collected. It was
fucking loved every part of it.
It was so good.
CM Punk's so fucking good.
So damn good. All his digs, like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that Roman is a little bitch. And it was
great.
So good.
And everything he said was 100% factual.
Yeah.
100% honest and real, and
I like
everything he said is exactly what Roman did.
I like the callback to him knowing, like, Sika and everything.
Babysitting
and,
Lance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just being part of that and just making it personal in all the right ways was just so good. So good. And I know you're going to ask. I mean, well, not, you know what my banger is, but how can you top CM Punk? Well, you do it with Finn Balor exiting the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
That's the banger of the night.
I totally spaced for a second because I was like, now I'm lost. I was like, I know it's not going to be either of the other two matches. It fucking better not be either of the other two matches.
But no, the Finn Balor officially looks to be out of the Judgment Day, and what a cool segment. Just,
it was great.
You know, he did a similar thing. I'm sorry that you're a little bitch and can't do things on your own. I've been trying to help you, and then he does the Pele kick, and then
it was great.
He gets beat down in a solid fashion. Even JD gets in on it, which I was kind of shocked. I thought maybe JD would exit along with him, but I like that it's just Finn on his own because he deserves this push. It was just a very, very cool segment with that because Finn comes off strong. Judgment Day gets their beat down. The frog splashes were solid. The chair shots were good. I love this segment so much.
My question here is, where's Roxanne?
I think she had to surgically remove something or a mass on her back or something. So that's what I heard.
Because Finn is the one that brought her in.
Yeah.
Right.
So that she could be on his side.
Yeah, so that's where I was like, where the fuck's Roxanne been during all this? Because I feel like Roxanne would have been with him, but I wonder what would have happened if Roxanne would, how would they have...
Maybe that'll come into play later on.
Yeah, maybe they attack him again, or one of the girls gets involved, and then Roxanne comes out and then helps Finn.
Yeah. But there was also... I mean, she ended up attacking Finn, but there was a part where Liv could have stopped Finn, low blowed him, when she was in the corner and Finn. So, and there was just something fishy there as well.
True. Yeah.
But I do like the Roxanne Perez angle to it.
I feel like that might have just been she got caught in the corner and just didn't get out of the way soon enough.
Yeah.
Because they already had the JD turn planned for that exact moment. So it wouldn't make sense for her to do it too. Because then it would have been okay, what's JD going to do now?
Yeah. You're right.
Her turn was her and Roxanne, or her and Raquel just starting to pummel him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's true. That's a good call. But yeah, it's the right move. It's been
absolutely.
A long time coming.
Long time coming.
Yeah. There's a AAA event today where Dominic is defending his AAA championship against Vikingo. I have this feeling Finn is going to get involved and cost him in that title as well.
I would love that.
So that just drives home some storyline, but that was Monday Night Raw. Some really solid segments in there. Not a lot of matches. That brings us over to SmackDown. What do you got?
All right. Well, I got some things.
Yeah, you do.
I have some things. First thing, Drew quit again. Just to immediately return on the same show. which is the exact same thing he's done before against, I believe it was Punk.
Yeah, I want to say it was Punk, yeah.
It was either Punk or Priest, maybe. I don't remember. It was one of those feuds.
Yeah.
So, again, just continuing to recycle the same fucking storylines with the same people, even. That's good. It doesn't work when A, it is the same person, but B, when you do the same storyline within a year of itself. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. Or within a year and a half or whatever the fuck it was, right?
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. It's just like, I quit. Oh, do ya? Do ya, Drew?
The second
Did you quit, Drew?
The second the Fatu match got announced, I was like, he's interfering.
Yeah, exactly. So that was that. I was just like, again, it's just more like I'm annoyed with the way things just continue to be pushed and portrayed.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just
lazy.
A lot of just repetitive stuff going on. And even you said it, this is kind of different, but in the same vein, you have the SmackDown tag team turmoil, not this week, but the week before, and then you do a gauntlet match on Monday. It's
literally
essentially the same thing.
It's not essentially, it's the fucking same match. They just called it tag team turmoil. It's a fucking gauntlet match for the number one contendership. That's exactly what it was. They did the exact same thing from SmackDown to Raw. Nothing changed. It was just one was tag team, one was men's tag team, one was singles women.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
One was for the tag titles, one was for the IC. And here's the thing. This kind of plays into my second one here, and it will make sense when I read the paragraph I have written for my second point, which you're just going to probably be sitting there laughing the entire time because it's not one point. There's like 17 points here. I'm cheating the system. But you do a fucking gauntlet match on Raw for the women's IC, the one mid-card women's title that actually has fucking storylines to it and people involved in it that you could easily push without a gauntlet match, and then you have nothing happening on SmackDown for the women's US. That's what you should have used the gauntlet match for. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
What are we doing? Which leads me to my bitch fest. Here we go. My talking point number 2, Tim. I'm just going to rattle these all off, okay? You ready for it?
I'm ready.
You ready? Fuck the Bellas. Fuck the division that they're creating between the Motor City Machine Guns. Fuck the push of Kiana James while simultaneously destroying any semblance of integrity for the women's US title. Fuck the creative teams ruining the White Six while simultaneously pushing the MFTs continuously while nobody gives a shit about them. Fuck the constant non-finishes of matches and fuck the 3-hour-long show. That's my talking point number 2.
I'm glad you brought that up.
I was like, I don't know how to go about this in one thing, so I'm just going to say them all and just rattle them off.
I mean, the MFT thing, like, how many times are we going to get the lantern back, take it away from, like, that's just been done.
I know.
This feud is over 6 months long.
Yeah.
No end in sight. You got the Bellas coming back out of nowhere. Everyone was just asking where they've been, and now they get a tag title shot. They cause a non-finish.
Tim, nobody was asking where they've been.
I literally just read a bunch of comments, and then sure enough, they popped up. Anyways, but you bring them back, get them a tag title shot out of the blue for no reason. There's so many things wrong. And then you add in, and I hope I'm not taking your next talking point. I feel like there's other things to talk about, but you get Aleister Black, Zelina literally pulling the same thing that Karrion Kross and Scarlett were doing with Sammy. Same storyline.
Yep. It's the exact same thing. Yeah.
Same fucking thing.
Exact same thing.
There's so much wrong going on, and I don't get it. There's plenty of people to... Okay.
Why do we have fucking Damian Priest and R-Truth now as the number one contenders for the tag team championship, and they're pushing backstage now that it looks like they're eventually going to lead the Motor City Machine Guns to break up?
Yeah. I don't.
They are literally a tag team. That has been fucking, what, like 90% of their wrestling careers?
I just
Why the fuck would you break them up? That is literally what they do. They are one of the best to ever do it. Why would you break them
told
up?
us all about how all the tag teams look up to them.
Why would you break them up? Why are we doing this with them?
Here's my question, and it really goes back to the Bella things, because I was getting perturbed about this. But WWE is really relying on older names to bring in viewers and everything. What happens when those people can't go anymore? Taker's got, like, Brock Lesnar's close to retiring. Like, what happens when you can't bring these names back? You don't got anyone building up, really, because you just feed them to those people.
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
Dude, what are you talking about? It's just going to be Trick Evans, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, and Obafemi.
Okay, I'm good with those three then, I guess.
That's it. That's all you need.
All right, what's your third topic?
The Jacob and Trick match was fucking awesome.
Yes, it was.
Even with the interference that we all knew was coming. Obviously that helps to build this, and it just makes no sense to me though that it was like they're gonna go next week on SmackDown.
Well, it's gonna be a no finish, duh, and then it'll go to Mania.
Yeah. Well, that's because I'm like, that's the kind of match with this type of build that should be pushed to Mania. Why are you sending them one-on-one randomly on SmackDown next week? Like, it's not even the go home show. Like, it's what are we doing? It's not a Saturday night's main event. It's nothing. It's really just a SmackDown. So there was that. I thought the turnbuckle headbutt, and then Fatu just looks up at the camera and he just starts fucking headbutting the turnbuckle, and Trick Williams was like, oh, what did I fucking do? He's like, I fucked up. It was everything, dude. It was so good. It was just great.
Yeah, no, I had that same point. I wanted, if you talked on it, I was like, that turnbuckle spot was so gold. Good. It was so good. And I mean, because I saw the interference coming out a long way ahead, I was okay because it helps Trick stay on his streak.
Yeah.
While keeping Jacob looking strong, for this feud.
Yeah.
If Drew didn't quit or anything, like, I would hate it, but you could see it a mile away. So I was like, okay with that, but yeah, that turnbuckle spot was so good.
Yeah.
Trick sold that so well.
And for my banger, I wrote, we needed this from Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I want him to ruin Cody. That's what I wrote.
I want the 09 Randy back.
I think this was perfect, and the fact that it was literally just like, there was no build to this. There was no inklings of this over the last, 2 weeks or whatever. Like, none of this.
You can maybe argue the Sami Zayn conversation. I know it was more geared towards Sami.
Yeah, maybe, because he goes,
that
I don't know.
That would be my only
I
argument.
don't know about all that. It made me a 14-time world champion, though, right? Like, that kind of thing. Yeah, for sure. But there was no moment where he went to do something and pulled back or hesitated, right? You know what I mean? Like, there was none of that. This was just like a true, like, he just, like, snapped.
It was like he was listening to those voices
and
in his
head.
It was
great.
It was so good.
And the leaving, kind of like after he shoved Jelly Roll, and then it was like he kind of came to and just started like backing up, and then he just like, fuck, and he turned around and walks off to literally just come back through the crowd with a chair and finish what he had set up. Oh man. And what fucking trust for Cody.
Yeah.
To literally just be laying there with your head like that and just have 100% trust that Randy Orton's not going to smash your fucking head in right now with that chair. You know what I mean? Like, it was just awesome because he just fucking laid there and just fucking took it. Yeah. Didn't flinch, nothing. Like, he just fucking laid there. It was just like, here it comes, fuck. Please don't miss, please don't miss, please don't miss. And, God damn. And then getting in the ring, sitting down, and just fucking holding the title on his lap.
Yeah.
It was great. I saw a picture on Facebook where somebody had taken that.
Yeah.
Where it was kind of like from the side view where you could see Cody on the announce table in the stairs still.
Yeah.
And they like cut it, right? So that was like the top half of the picture, and then the bottom half of the picture was the exact same thing, but it was like 2007 Randy Orton sitting there. Oh, it was pretty dope.
That's awesome.
I was like, fuck, because it was amazing. It was everything that we needed, and this was as soon as he fucking smashed Cody's head on the table, the crowd went fucking nuts.
Yeah.
They were cheering so hard for it. It was awesome.
Which is going to be hard to like, I mean, we talked about it, like booing Randy now is like not going to happen.
I think that's the point of this. That's the best way for them to go about it, because Cody's theme song is still over, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody's really that jazzed about the fact that he's fucking champion again.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone wants Orton to win this fucking match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And so now you have a heel Randy Orton that's going to be getting cheered, and a fucking babyface Cody that's probably going to be getting booed.
Yeah.
You know, like there's going to be some semblance of the Orton Cena feuds of the past, you know?
Yeah.
Where it was like Cena was so over that people were over it.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of where Cody's at right now.
Yeah. Now, talked on it last week and just said they need to do something big for this story. If it's going to stay a one-on-one, they need to do something big, and they sure did it.
Yeah.
It was one of the best closing segments to a show in a long time.
Yeah.
Very needed. It was gruesome in all the right ways, and it was perfection.
It was
and we
great.
give Jelly Roll some kudos and flowers for his like selling of being shocked and scared of the whole thing was so good. And then that closing shot of him just holding the title with some blood on his O on his shirt. I will say, I thought it was a little weird. He went from wearing his blue shirt at the beginning of the show into a black shirt. I wasn't calling that he was going bad or anything, but it was like he was wearing light blue, and then
I didn't even think about that.
And then it went to the black shirt, which is cool and everything. So maybe it was a tell, but I didn't think of that. But I was just like, he changed shirts. But awesome close to the show, much needed for this feud, and I'm pumped for the two main events now. Belt question of the week.
Yeah.
I pose this one. It's kind of a discussion question. So there is a lot of questions in here. You don't necessarily need to answer the middle fodder here, but it's just a way to create that conversation. So my question is, what is your take on the characters of GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis? Do you like them? Are they doing a good job? How do they stack up against previous GMs? And then eventually the ultimate question is, who's been your favorite GM?
That last, is it who's been my favorite just between those two?
No.
Just in general. Okay, that's how I read it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so I love both their characters. I think they're polar opposites perfectly. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, Nick Aldis is the one that comes out and is like, oh, really? That's not how this is going. This is happening. And Adam Pearce is more of like the, what the fuck? You know, like, shit's just happening on the show. And he's like, oh, God damn it. Come on, you know. But I think it's just, they're done so well. The characters are really good. I think for the day and age that we are in, they're perfect for these roles, and I think they do them absolutely fantastic to the best of their absolute abilities, with with there being significant setbacks in terms of that specific role. And what I mean by that is there's zero kayfabe intact anymore.
Yeah.
So there is absolutely nobody, I don't think, that watches outside of maybe little kids that don't understand, right? No adult in their right mind is watching wrestling consistently anymore and thinking, oh, Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis are actually in charge of anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And which I think is a testament to their characters and their ability to be this, long standing. But it's also such a detriment to them and their abilities to make this even better because they're doing everything that they can within their power to do it.
Yeah.
And it's just, I do think that kind of hurts every now and then where it's like, oh, I got to go talk to Nick Aldis. And it's like, no, do you? Or do you need to go talk to Hunter and the creative team, right? Yeah. Do you need to go talk to old Michael P. Hayes in the back, right? Like to try to figure it out. Because we all know, especially with shows like Unreal, right, that it's like, all this and Pierce, I will, to their credit, are executives backstage. Like they are, I'm sure they're a part of creative in at least to some extent. Yeah. Right.
I like that they also go, I have to talk to uppers.
Yeah.
Like they throw that in
They
there.
at least do acknowledge that it isn't them as the end all be all, right? Yeah.
Like they can make some matches here and there, but ultimately they're like, well, let me go talk to Hunter essentially. Yeah.
So I do think it's hard in terms of like the second to last question where you said, how do they stack against previous GMs? I think it's tough to compare because, we had the fucking just absolute wild era of where it was like the randomized fucking GMs, like weekly GMs or whatever the fuck it was, where it was like just random celebrities and stuff. And it was just like, that was trash. That fucking sucked. There are a couple cool moments that came from all of it, but all in all, it was just like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
What is the point of this? Then you had like the Vicky Guerreros,
Teddy Long,
which I think Teddy Long was fine.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with Teddy Long, but like Vicky Guerrero as a GM was just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like she's a manager. That's what she should be doing.
Yeah.
She should be somebody's, ring piece on the side, like Paul Heyman is their mouth,
Yeah.
Specifically the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
Yeah.
Right. Bobby Heenan, like all those types. Like that's what Vicky was and should have only been, in my opinion. When it goes for who's your favorite, Eric Bischoff. It was a different era. And for that era, I don't think there was another person you could have put in that role that would have fit any fucking better.
Yeah.
For that ruthless aggression, like just getting out of the Attitude Era, his whole fucking history and everything with the company and just like how crazy it was when they first announced that. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Bischoff's working under Vince?
Yeah.
What the fuck? And like, he's in the WWE now? What the fuck is going on? And just how fucking villainous he was and how good he was at it in that role.
Yeah.
The 3-minute warning. Like, it's just a small part of everything that he did too. As
how much he sucked up to Triple H, who was the big bad during that time.
Like he was really good. He was, honestly, it was like the perfect follow-up to Vince consistently being on TV all the time during the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Right? It was the perfect follow-up.
Yeah.
And I still think, like, I always think back to that time frame, and I'm just like, Bischoff was a huge part of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's who I went with. What about you?
I'm going to give my answer to that just because I'm joining you with Eric Bischoff was my favorite GM as well. It was just from the announcement coming from Vince saying Eric Bischoff's running Monday was just fucking wild because you're at that time, you're like, there's no way they would ever hire this guy to come into WWE with how bad the Monday Night Wars was between those two,
Seriously,
So, and then Eric Bischoff was never afraid to take a bump or anything. Like, he was in on all that. You love to hate him and everything. So, it was just a wild time. I think he was the perfect GM, like, because he had that background of running things in WCW, and so coming over to Raw, you're like believing, oh yeah, he can run this show, and you don't want it or anything, but yeah. And then going back to Adam Pearce and Nick, I'm I feel like you hacked my notes and just blurred off everything I was going to say, but they literally are polar opposites. You got Adam Pearce, who is like a hothead. His show is all chaos, and he doesn't really have a handle on things at all. Nick Aldis, while he comes across as calm and collected, kind of has that muscle where you're not going to mess with him a little bit. He pretends like he has ownership of the show, but there's still chaos going on in his thing. But it feels more controlled on SmackDown than it does on Raw at times. I think they are doing a good job as much as they can with storyline, or more to what you were saying about the kayfabe, where it's just like, it's hard to do that. I do like that they are faces. You know, we did have some face GMs, mostly heels though, and so I like that they're more on the honest side and trying to make things fair and everything. So I would put them like not middle of the pack, just kind of in the upper echelon of GMs stacked against previous ones, just because of how hard it is to do that position nowadays and everything. So, yeah, I thought it was a fun question.
It was. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. Timmy?
Yep.
That brings us to Blockbusters! Lights, camera, action! But first, we got our cocktail with your bourbon now. We got to re-up it. This is the last of our month of swapping out bourbons for things, right? Your cash in a few weeks ago. I was gone, so we both had our bourbon. Then we did the cocktail, and then we tried your cocktail with my bourbon as well. Then we just did my bourbon last week, where we tried each other's, and now we're doing the cocktail with both. So this one's with yours. Let's give her a go and see how it holds up. Your bourbon comes through a lot more in cocktails.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think my bourbon gets masked in cocktails more.
Yeah.
I think that Penelope is definitely still there. It almost made it have like a tropical taste to it.
Yeah, it's a little more sweeter.
I was gonna say, do you taste that? Yeah. That's good though.
It's real good.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Like that totally changes the cocktail. Which like makes sense.
Yeah, because
Right,
I mean,
it definitely
everything
makes
got
sense.
different things and everything, but it's just like with how masked yours was, I wasn't expecting that.
I know.
At all.
You could definitely taste the bourbon, but in a really good way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That's real
all
good.
right. My focus feature. We have In the Gray. The synopsis is, the film follows a covert team of elite operatives who live in the global shadows. As comfortable wielding power and influence as they are, with automatic weapons and high explosives, when a ruthless despot, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that, steals $1 billion fortune, the team is sent to steal it back on what would be, for anyone else, a suicide mission. What begins as an impossible heist gets much worse, spiraling into an all-out war of strategy, deception, and survival. The cast of this is Jake Gyllenhaal, Henry Cavill, and Isa Gonzalez. The release date will be May 15th of this year, and it will be out in the cinemas.
Were we just talking about Isa Gonzalez last
week? And I
And you
literally
said
said, I was
you
like, dude,
said-
she's in so much stuff now. Like she was, I just read she's in something else coming out soon, and this was it. I didn't remember what it was last week, but then they put the trailer out for it, and I was like, that's what it was.
Dude,
yeah,
this,
man.
This looks great.
This looks awesome.
Action packed. I love
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal. It's loaded cast, right?
Yeah.
In this and everything. So
I love the premise of this too, because like we've gotten, there's heist movies that have been around forever.
Yeah.
And
Some
so
of my
like,
favorites.
It's like at some point you're kind of like, how can we do a heist in a new way? And like for me at least, this is relatively newer idea where it's like the heist has already happened and now they're being hired, because usually it's like someone hires the team to perform and execute the heist.
yeah.
The heist has essentially already taken place. They're being hired to heist it back.
Yeah.
That's a cool
really
concept,
cool.
I think. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then it obviously got like some comedy, a little comedy feel to it. But I really like the feel of this and everything and I'm a big fan of Jake Gyllenhaal. So
yeah, same. And Henry Cavill they're both honestly like, I feel like in most of these movies you have like the rugged action person, and it's like neither of them are necessarily that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like neither of them are like a Chris Hemsworth where you're just like, yeah, he's just going to fucking beat your ass.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I know like Jake Gyllenhaal was in Roadhouse, the remake Roadhouse, and all that. And like he's been in stuff where he's been a badass, and same with Henry Cavill. But it's but they're also like very like sharply dressed kind of, you know, like they could both easily pass as like a nerd too, or like somebody that's just gonna be like kick your ass from a computer screen, kind of like they're gonna be like the one that's gonna like hack into everything. They can easily play those characters, and then to have them in these roles it's just a cool dynamic.
Yeah, because I think it's easy to blur the lines of who they actually are in real life. And to your point, like every time you see Henry Cavill, he's always sharp dressed and everything. Yeah, you know, so definitely agree with that point.
Yeah, looks good. I'm excited for it.
Yep. My focus feature is Roommates. Synopsis for this is: when a hopeful, naive college freshman, Devin, asks the cool and confident Celeste to be her roommate, a blossoming friendship spirals into a war of passive aggression. Cast is Sadie Sandler, daughter of Adam Sandler, Bailey Madison, Natasha Lyonne, Nick Kroll, and potentially Adam Sandler. I saw his name pop up somewhere, but then I looked at another website, wasn't there. So
in the trailer, it popped up because he's an executive producer of this.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Release date for this is April 17th of 2026, and platform is going to be on Netflix.
And I believe this is under the Happy Madison Productions banner. I believe so. I think that's where his name popped up, because I was wondering the same thing when like I said earlier, I originally watched this trailer before knowing you even put it on, or it might have been before you put it on. And I was wondering the same thing. I was waiting to see him pop up, and I didn't. And I was like, it's interesting.
Yeah. Interesting.
Who knows?
For sure.
I was honestly surprised out of all of the trailers that dropped this week that this was the focus feature for you. I wasn't expecting that. I was like, of all of them? But okay. This looks good. It looks funny. Like, I think it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Nick Kroll, Natasha Lyonne playing her parents is going to be fantastic.
Absolutely. I think Eddie Murphy's daughter is also in this as well.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think one other actor's daughter is in this as well.
Dope.
So it's
that's what you got to love that about
so
Adam
cool.
Sandler, is he's always bringing in his buddies and their families and stuff.
I put this on as my focus feature just because, like, Adam Sandler's generation, like his kid is gonna carry it on, you know, in a sense. Like, it's really cool to see. Movie looks fun, and it's just like you said, maybe under that Happy Madison umbrella, and I'm here for it, and it just looks fun. Yeah. It just looks like a fun movie, and that's all what I took away from it. So I'm excited about it.
I'm stoked for it too. What's in the news?
A boatload of shit.
Yeah, we got a lot of shit this week that dropped, and it was like you know, there's
bam.
Every week things drop, right? Yeah. And we don't obviously put everything on.
Yeah.
But these were like, most of these were things that we've covered before, or things that were just like, yeah, we got to put this on here.
Yeah.
Right, kind of thing. First up, one thing we have covered a few times.
And numerous.
The Super Mario Galaxy movie final trailer dropped. And it looks fucking great.
They just keep upping the ante in each release of these trailers. So I get why, because you've been the one to put this on, and it's just like each time each trailer adds something more, and I'm just like, I'm stoked for this.
And it's just staying so true to the fucking source material too.
Yeah.
I
God,
absolutely
when the
love
Bowser
it.
came in on the little ducky,
I know,
like,
dude. I know.
floating thing,
I know.
I was just like, oh!
I know. It looks so good. I loved the first movie of this. It's one of my favorite cartoons of all time.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited. I'm just so stoked for this. Yeah. I'm gonna try to see if I can get Lainey to watch it with me on the flight to Hawaii. Not this, because this one won't be out, but the first one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I had watched it. I think when we went, I might have watched it on the flight to Hawaii last summer.
Oh, nice.
But she was still like kind of in and out of just like focusing on something. But it's like now I think she is at a good age where, because at home, like she'll just sit there and just like watch Frozen or fucking Moana or Sing, or we watched fucking Zootopia 2 yesterday because it's out on Disney Plus now. And she's just like, she'll just sit there and she's just locked in like a little kid locked in on a show. So
that's
hopefully
awesome.
I can get her to watch it.
That is so cool. I love that she's in on it and not distracted. It's just that reminds me of my childhood.
I know.
It's just
I know.
like
It's just locked
glued.
Next up, we have the final trailer for Michael. This looks so good.
It does. It really does.
Again, this is we've talked about this before. I had you and Justin, I believe, talk about this. I put it on one of the times I was gone when you and Justin were on, because I wanted to hear what you guys thought of it. Jafar Jackson, Michael Jackson's nephew, is playing him, and it looks phenomenal. Again, it's I forget what they're called, but it's like Bohemian Rhapsody or Straight Outta Compton.
Like a biopic.
Yeah, biopic, yeah. And it looks so good. He looks exactly like his uncle.
It's uncanny.
It looks so good. It really is.
It really does.
It looks great. I'm stoked for this.
It just, I mean, just how iconic his music is, and just
God,
the way they incorporate it into the trailer. You just get chills, man. Or at least I do.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. If you don't, there's something wrong with you.
And just the way it looks like it's going to recreate some of those iconic moments, like the moonwalk moment, like in this movie, is going to be just so cool. It's really so cool.
Yeah. I'm stoked.
All right, I got the next few here. We got the Hawk. We got Will Ferrell as the Hawk. And I mean, if this doesn't just scream Ricky Bobby, but in golf, I don't know what does. Yeah. You don't get a lot from it. It's just talking
but then with
at
like
the camera.
The hair and beard, it's like Ricky Bobby meets his character from Zoolander.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I hope Danny McBride kind of creates a cameo. And just from Eastbound and Down, they had Will Ferrell was in that as well. And so it would be fun to have him as a cameo in this. But it just looks hilarious already. And you didn't get anything.
We haven't gotten anything, but it's just Will Ferrell in a goofy outfit, really. He
does the sport thing quite often, right? Yeah, so why not golf too?
It looks great. And I just love, because we are like just finished Stick.
Yeah.
Right? Like a few months ago, Stick came out, and it was Owen Wilson, obviously. This looks like it's going to be more goofy comedy based, right? Yeah. Than like Stick was more like loving comedy based, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
There was more of like seriousness to it, but it was also funny. Yeah. This looks like I feel like this is going to be more like Happy Gilmore-esque style.
Yeah, but probably more goofy on the goofier side, right? Because ultimately, Happy Gilmore even had a story to it, you know?
Yeah.
So, I'm pretty stoked about that. I had no idea this was even in the works or anything. So.
Yeah.
Next up, another follow-up. We got the Hokum official trailer. I didn't get to talk on this last time. We're kind of throwing it back to episodes that we weren't on each other's episodes. But Hokum, this trailer looks wild, dude. It looks creepy as hell. We got Adam Scott as the main character here, and he's going to a hotel. It's very Shining-esque / The Ring kind of vibes to it. Yeah. But then also like Smile in there. Mm-hmm. It's creepy looking, man. And
yeah, dude.
I think Adam Scott is gonna deliver hardcore on this. I'm really excited for this one.
Yeah, this looks wild and out there, and Adam Scott in a role like this is just not something that we're used to, and so I'm excited for that. It looks fucking crazy. The final little glimpse you get at the end of the trailer is makes your butthole pucker a little bit.
Just woo.
So just ate my undies backwards, you know.
Next up, we got Obsession. Officially got a trailer for this. We got a couple teasers already, so this is like the third time we're talking about this, but we get the third trailer officially,
and the full it's a full length trailer.
And it just keeps building my excitement for this one. This looks it's not
wild.
like full on like gonna scare your pants off or anything, but it's creepy looking and just
it's legitimately like a it's like bringing a whole new side. It's like the dark side of like a love potion idea.
Yeah.
That's usually all played all light and bubbly, right? Or like a genie, you get to like ask a wish for a wish. It's, you know, essentially what this is. But it's like you're getting the dark side of it, of like, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Repercussions, you know, kind of thing. Like if you're not very specific about what you're saying, that it could come back and fucking haunt you, quite literally.
Some of the scenes that they brought out in this is just like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah,
you know?
just very uncomfortable, unnerving. You're just like, fuck.
Especially when it gets to that scene where he's like, I love you.
Oh my lord.
Yeah. Or the scene where they're watching a TV show or whatever, and he has to like turn her head.
Because she's just fucking this far from his face, just staring at him.
I'm really excited. I never sent you the video where the director of this, like him and one of the other guys, is a big part of this project. So I need to send you, because they're goofy guys. So it's just weird to see. But the vibes that they do in their videos fits this
are here
as well. So it's like dark comedy that they do usually. Next one is near and dear to us. It's a documentary on the Seahawks called 12. So Netflix has officially announced a powerful documentary series exploring the legendary history, culture, and enduring legacy of the Seattle Seahawks. And the executive producer of this is Marshawn Lynch. Beast Mode.
Love that.
I just love the idea of this. So I'm excited. I mean,
too.
they just won the Super Bowl, and
no better time to announce this.
and
we're all riding high.
Exactly, riding high off of it, and just to have Marshawn Lynch behind it all is great as well, and just to learn a little more about our hometown team.
Yeah, man. You know how I feel about the Seahawks.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for this. I will watch anything about them. So. Next up, I had to put this on here. We have the movie Power Ballad, starring Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas. And this looks fantastic. It looks hilarious. It looks wild. It's like, you're just like, what the fuck is going on? Looks essentially like Nick Jonas is maybe like a in between, like not sure exactly what's going on in his music career, and Paul Rudd's like a down on his luck, like producer maybe kind of person, and they end up linking up, and kind of seems like things are going well, but then there's some absolute fuckery going on as well, maybe. Yeah. So I was just like, Paul Rudd, I'm in. There's almost nothing you're gonna show me that Paul Rudd's in that I'm not going to watch.
Exactly.
So
the second I saw Paul Rudd, I was like, I'm in.
Yeah.
But even Nick Jonas though, like, it just,
there's not much he's been in that I haven't liked either.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Like he was in Jumanji, right? Yeah. Yep. So his character just underratedly funny, and I think that's what's going to come across in this. It wasn't what I thought it was. I thought we're like, oh, this is like a serious movie, and I feel like it still will be, but then they bring that humor to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously, there's beef between these two from stealing a song or something, but I like how the trailer all played out just with like, oh, serious, man, you're awesome, and then it's they're brawling, so. Oh,
well,
so
and I just loved the part where he was like, Nick Jonas is up on stage and he has like obvious fight marks on his face, and then Paul runs in the crowd. He looks like he's all beat up too. It's just like, oh my gosh, man.
Yeah,
it looks great.
Looks like a fun one.
Next up was we got the actual full trailer for the Malcolm in the Middle reboot.
Hell yeah, man.
They didn't miss a fucking beat, dude.
No.
This looks like, I feel like this is going to feel very similar to the Scrubs reboot.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've been watching that or not.
Oh, I've been watching.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And it's like perfect. It's like new age, but it has the exact same feel. Mm-hmm. They've done it so well. I was just talking to Trey about it the other day because he texted me. He was like, dude, I watched the first episode of the Scrubs reboot. Holy shit. I was like, I fucking know, man. It's so good. And yeah, I just feel like based off the trailer for this, it felt like we were back in fucking 2006 or whenever the fuck watching this show again. But now it's just like they're all grown up.
Yeah.
Like, it looks so fucking good, and it has the exact same tone and vibe of the show.
I like the story that they're telling of this and everything. It just, he's avoiding his family. It makes sense. It totally
the line. It totally makes sense.
It totally does.
100%. He was always the only like seemingly normal one in the family, but that always caused him to get into some shit, right? And now the one line though is where the wife's like, "You can't just hide from your family and act like they don't exist forever." He goes, "It was working just fine until they showed up."
And the young brother was in the bed with their mom. I was just like, oh, just what this looks like it's going to do is exactly what Scrubs did. This is how reboots should be done. It's just to bring you back to those same feelings that you had watching these, but being new.
But being ordered to tell new stories.
Yes.
Like, the Scrubs reboot is doing such a good job of that because you're literally getting what we got in the original series, but now we're getting it with the interns from the original series as the fucking head people at the hospital now, right? Like, they are the doctor, literally they are the Dr. Cox.
Yeah.
Right? And so now you're getting that, and you're getting you're finding attachment to these interns, just like we did JD and Turk and Elliot,
And I just have the feeling, from every look I got from this, it looks like it's going to be more of that.
Yeah.
With Malcolm in the Middle. So super excited about that.
Yeah. Next up, we have Big Mistakes.
I almost put this down because Haley told me to put it down.
I am so excited for this. Writer, creator, director, Dan Levy.
Hell yes.
Just like he did for Schitt's and Creek.
Yeah.
Schitt's and Creek. Schitt's Creek, sorry.
Schitt's and Creek.
Schitt's and Creek. Sometimes. No, for Schitt's Creek. He's like, I love... There's so many things about this trailer that I love. He is clearly an openly gay priest. Which is just fucking hilarious in and of itself.
Yeah.
And then him and his sister get into some fucking shit. That's really, I think, the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
They get into some shit starts happening to them. They start happening some shit. Like, however you want to look at it. But it's just not good. And things start happening, and it looks like it's going to be fucking fantastic.
It looks wild, and me and Haley talk about it. We want to see more Dan Levy, and everything he's in is just so good.
Yeah,
and
he's
so just seeing that
hilarious.
he's the writer of the show and everything is awesome. You get Laurie Metcalf as well as the mom in this, which
oh my
is
god,
just comedy gold as well. So just super excited about that, and then. Just one of my favorite parts of this is when they're in the back of the truck and then he runs out and just totally face
Just fucking eats it.
acting like he's on solid ground because you like see him running and then just boom. I watched that part over and over again because I couldn't stop laughing, but it's just his character is almost the same, but he differentiates it in the best ways, but keeps true to himself. Is just so good.
Yes, it's fantastic. I can't wait for that.
Your relationship with who? With Jesus.
Jesus.
So good. I'm so excited.
Oh, man.
Next up, I got one more, and then I know you got a couple more, but we officially got a release date for Camp Crystal Lake, which is going to feature Linda Cardellini as Jason's mom. And this is coming out the day after Christmas, 12/26/26.
Yeah, man.
They released some like quick screenshots of her wielding a knife.
Okay.
Yesterday on Friday the 13th, which is
I like
fitting.
That. Very fitting.
You don't see her, but you see an arm holding a knife and everything. So, but I'm just super pumped for this.
Yeah, dude.
It's going to be on Peacock,
talking,
right?
I think it's, I believe it's on the Cock stream. We've talked about, every little bit of information of this that we've gotten, even all the way back to when I first talked about it, when it was just like rumors.
Yeah.
You're right. And it was just like, is this actually happening? Is it not? And then now we've gotten I'm so happy that they're following through with it. And Linda Cardellini is an absolute goddess.
Yes,
she is fantastic. She's fucking funny. She can play crazy. She can play scary, serious, sad, funny. Like every emotion that you can think of, she can pull out of you. She is such a fantastic actress. I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just stoked to see where it goes.
Yeah,
how they're gonna play it.
I agree. I think just bringing just another take, because the last thing we've had is the 2009 Friday the 13th, right? And so
which was not received well.
I mean, it's a good movie.
I liked it.
I think it's one of the better ones. I thought it was a
cool take on it.
Yeah. So, but to your point, it wasn't received well at the time. I think a lot of people are growing on it.
Yeah,
and think
kind of built more of a cult.
Yeah, but just excited to come back to this and see, to your point, seeing where it goes from here is going to be awesome.
Like, how cool could it be for them to do Camp Crystal Lake and have season 1 be the mom, but then eventually it grow into like a later couple seasons or something, it ends up being Jason.
That would be badass. I mean, look what they did with
keep it going
Welcome
with the
to Derry.
Yeah, like it would be such a cool way for them to go about just completely reinventing this.
Yeah.
I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah. And I know you've talked on it. We've talked on it numerous times. Is you kind of have more flexibility with the show, like telling a longer story and everything.
Absolutely.
So,
you have so much more ability to be able to actually put like the detail and the intimate moments into a show than you do in a movie, because you just like you have such a finite schedule of a movie. Like with a show, you have so much more opportunity and such a bigger time frame. So
yeah.
Next up, pizza. I am so fucking stoked for this one too. This movie looks wild. It gives me like vibes of dude, so many different things. But like, just first watching it, it's like Superbad meets 21 Jump Street.
Thank you. I was gonna say super bad. Like, this takes me right back to
some other crazy shit that I'm like totally spacing on, like what things I've seen that have turned like fully animated like that.
Yeah.
But like almost Beetlejuice-esque, like,
little bit,
not like in that exact realm of Beetlejuice itself, but just like, I don't know, just stylistically kind of, maybe. I don't know. It's essentially these two kids. It's Gaten Matarazzo, I think is how you say his name. I can't remember exactly, but he's like, I was telling Lindsay, I was like, he's the most recognizable kid from Stranger Things.
Yes.
And she was like, okay. I was like, The short was the chubbier one on the show for a little while with the curly hair. She's like, oh, yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. It was like, it's him in like a coming of age movie, and him and his friend, they're like, this is supposed to be like the best years of our lives or some shit. And then they end up finding these drugs and they take them not knowing what they are. And then they end up finding this video that's explaining the drug, and it says that you have to take it with pizza. And I was like, everything I got from it looks like the whole movie is essentially them. It's almost kind of like adding in like 30 minutes or less too.
Yeah.
Like, they're on like a time frame to try to get pizza before they die.
And then just more parts of the video keep like,
Yeah,
or at
just
least
keep
in the
giving-
trailer,
yeah,
like
keep just
giving more
pieces
details.
of information about
They
this.
probably
works.
like pause and go, fuck, we got to get pizza. And then they watch more of it. They're like, oh shit, we got to do this too.
Yeah. Oh, it looks fucking funny.
Yeah, it does.
It looks great.
I literally thought of Superbad when I watched
Yeah.
this. I was like, I'm in.
Yeah. I don't think, like, no matter how old I get, I don't think coming of age movies will ever get old.
No, especially like coming of age comedy, like Good
They're
Boys.
just- yeah, Good Boys is so
it's
fucking good.
Blockers is kind of.
Blockers is 100% a coming of age movie. It's so fucking good. There's another one too. I'm not gonna remember the fucking name of it. It was along the same lines as like The Boys or The Good Boys.
Yeah,
I think
Good
is what that
Boys,
was.
yeah.
But there's another one that was like young kids like coming into high school or like about to come to high school.
Yeah.
Where like this is, I think, more along the lines of like Superbad, where it's more like the end of high school. It
Yeah.
seems like, at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, like there's all those fucking shows are just,
Yeah.
they're too
I
good.
agree.
Easy A.
Yeah. Booksmart.
Yeah, Booksmart.
Yeah.
Fucking even Mean Girls. Like these
all-
types of movies are just, they're
They're
fucking
timeless.
good. Yeah,
They're good.
great. They're just relatable.
Yeah.
So. And finally, in the news, we had a lot of shit in the news today, but finally we got like the final and full trailer for Disclosure Day,
Yeah.
which again was another one that I put on here originally with Nathan, I
yep.
believe.
Yep.
And boy, you get a little bit more of this, and it looks fucking wild.
It does. I believe this is going to be one of the first movies to open up the summer blockbuster.
Okay.
From the release, because I think it comes out end of May. And so it just, but from this trailer, it
Yeah.
feels like it's
Yeah.
like a big summer blockbuster. And you got Spielberg's name to it, and just the more they add to the trailer, it's just wild.
Yeah.
It's just such a cool idea and everything.
It's fucking awesome.
You kind of like get a scene in there. Reminds me of Independence Day, where it looks like a spaceship's kind of coming through the
okay.
clouds.
Yeah.
And it brought me back to
Yeah.
Independence Day in there. But I'm super excited for this one.
Yeah, it looks crazy because even with this trailer, like you feel like you get way more information in this trailer than you have in any of the other stuff we've gotten previously. But you also at the same time, it's like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah,
Like you
so
still
many
don't
questions.
know.
Yeah.
So they've done marketing wise, they've done a really good job with it and just like keeping you fully intrigued with each piece, but not knowing any of it.
Yeah.
Right. So like you're gonna go into the movie still with a lot of things to be able to be surprised about and shocked, and
Yeah.
it looks great. Bringing us to our special segment of the week this week, we have Toasted or Trash. Again, this is where we assign each other a movie or show to watch. We respectively watch it. We will talk about what we watched, and then we will say whether we thought it was toasted or trash, and whether the person that assigned it to us, whether we thought they think it's toasted or trash as well. I do know that these were both first watches for both of us.
Yep.
They're relatively new, one of them being immediately new, and one having come out in the last, I don't know, Borderline came out like late last year.
Summer,
Yeah, summer
late
last year.
summer,
Yeah,
yeah.
something like that. So, Tim, you gave me Borderline, and I gave you War Machine.
Let me talk on War Machine. This is a action-packed movie,
Yeah.
but with story. So kind of going back on our block buzzing where I watched The Bluff, where I wasn't too into the movie because of the story, had a lot of action. Whereas this one gave me story to care about and want, and had a bunch of action. I gotta say, this movie had me on the edge of my seat a lot of the time. It was very intense. I thought it was just a cool premise. There was parts where I was like scratching my head, what's going on outside of this group? But then they kind of tied it well into the end of the movie, which I thought was good. But what's the main guy's name? Alan Rickson did an incredible job. I thought this movie landed. I thought this was really well done. I'm saying it's toasted, and thinking you thought it was toasted as well.
100%. Yeah, I definitely thought it was toasted. It was 1,000 times better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I went in with very low expectations.
Same, because I'm like, all right, it's a group of military dudes fighting this fucking alien machine. Mm-hmm. A, we've seen this. B, they're not really usually that good.
Yeah.
This was fucking good.
Yeah.
This was really good. And it was like, to an extent, I thought it was like, you know, as realistic as something like this could be. Like, I thought they actually did a really good job of like keeping it moderately realistic. Like, this thing's just whipping their fucking asses.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, we're Marines or fucking Army Rangers, we could do this, and then they beat the fucking thing, right? It was just like, what did he say? Like thermodynamics, motherfucker, or whatever, as he fucking toasted the one, right? And then he's just goes through all this shit and all the flashbacks to him losing his brother and all the shit and the situation that it was in, and the whole, like, because you were just getting bits and pieces of it and making him think like, or making us think that he did make it back. And then when the guy's like, Mr. War Hero, and he just like goes at him like he's about to just rip his head off, and then he just like yells at him, that like explains to him what actually happened, and that he fucking, his body gave out on him 100 meters from fucking base, and his brother died right there because his body gave out.
Yeah.
It's just, you're just like, that just fucking guts you.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck. No wonder he's doing this. That's why he said the line when they're holding the fucking thing, getting the water sprayed on him. What's your reason to be here? The guy says some shit. What's your reason to be here? The other guy, and then it gets to him. He goes, to cross that finish line, sir. And everyone's kind of looked at him like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Now you fucking know what that means. He's trying to cross that finish line. He's trying to do things and get himself to the point where his body can't give out on him.
Yeah.
And then it pays off in the end.
Yeah.
Right? Like, let's fucking go. Like, it all tied together, like you said, and everything was solid. And Alan Richardson has come so far from fucking Blue Mountain State.
Yeah.
Right? And he was
since Smallville.
Fair. Fuck, Jesus. He was fantastic in those. And then fucking Reacher has done tremendous things for him in his acting and career.
Yeah.
But this was different, and it was, I don't know, it was just really good.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed
it.
This beautiful scenery too, and
absolutely.
everything, and just it like I said, it was intense. It had me on the edge of my seat. I was fully invested into the movie, and I mean, it feels like it could have a sequel too, to it.
Yeah.
So I'm open to it, but I thought it was well done and clearly beat my expectations of what it was going to be. So
Yeah.
What about Borderline, Ryan?
Yeah, you gave me Borderline, Samara weaving vehicle.
Ray Nicholson.
Yeah, Ray Nicholson, Eric Dane, rest in peace. I put this on.
This was one of your
This was
picks,
one of my picks to talk about on the show back, probably this time last year.
Yeah, it was
something like that.
I think it was like May or something.
Yeah, you said it was like episode like 36, 39. Yeah. That I brought it up. And I was excited about it then, obviously, just because I was like, this looks fucking wild. And then watching it, it was just like, outside of the first 5 minutes, I felt like the beginning of the movie, it was kind of a slow burn. A little bit of a slow burn. Just kind of like piecing together, like, what the fuck is going on? And didn't seem like there was a ton. And then it kicked into gear, and it was just like, oh shit. And I was just like hooked. So you know, I kind of want to say it's like the equivalent of like anytime I've ever told anyone about watching The Office or Game of Thrones.
You gotta
get through the first season or get through the first two episodes of Game of Thrones, and you're gonna be hooked. Get through the first pilot season of The Office,
which was like 6 episodes.
Yeah. Season 2 is season 1,
Yeah.
really, right? Like, get through the first 6 the pilot episodes, and then you're into the actual show, and you're gonna fucking love it. And that's how this was. And I, by the end, 100% thought this was toasted. I was just like, holy shit, what a fucking fantastic portrayal of whatever or all of the fucking mental illnesses that Ray Nicholson was playing in this. But holy shit, how good was that? And the Samara Weaving's just fucking chef's kiss when it comes to horror. She is the current Scream Queen. Yeah. She's fantastic. And I know it's not even a think or a question. I know you thought this was toasted.
It was fucking toasted, dude. Back-to-back movies where I was fully invested. Like, even the slow burn at the beginning was just like, what is going on? Had me interested. And then just the soundtrack, the funny blend of horror in this, and just the thriller of it all. And then just Rainick, like you said, the mental illness portrayed in this, and then that final or the finale of the movie just had me cracking up laughing. Yeah, pretty much. I was just the whole fucking. It was so good. This was another one where it's like I was really excited to see, but also with like it looks like a B like a B Hollywood movie. You know, like where it's not your upper echelon. Yeah. So I went in with lower expectations, but it was so good.
It was fantastic. It was really so good. I loved it. It was great.
Good watches this week.
Yes, absolutely. And to wrap up, we have our Blockbusters question of the week this week. I posed this, and kind of in the vein of some of the stuff we've talked about today, right? My answer, or both of our answer to the belts question kind of had me pondering, and I was like, oh, this is solid. You know, we both, borderline. We have Hokum.
Yeah.
Fucking whatever. We talked about a bunch of different villain type things today. And so I thought, what's your favorite villain of all time? But I put a little caveat on it because I was like, I feel like we've talked to an extent, at least, in this idea before when it comes to movies. So I want to specifically ask, what is your favorite TV villain of all time? No runner-ups, no ties. You can only pick one.
Well,
go.
I think this was an easy answer for me because I've thought about like who I've hated the most on TV, and a lot of them, which is a testament to this show, come from the same show, and it's Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones has probably some of the most hated villains of all time, and I'm going to stay in that lane, and I'm going to say Cersei Lannister is my favorite because she makes you, like, she's pretty much the reason why you hate all the other villains in that show to an extent, and so I hated her, but I loved to hate her. She did a very good job. The only bad thing was she didn't die good enough for me in the end.
Yeah, right. It was the temple crumbling or whatever.
You don't even see it
You don't
happen.
even see her actually die.
So that is who my favorite TV villain is because I love to hate her.
That's funny. That's funny. I love that you went there because I almost went in that same world with King Joffrey, but I didn't. I don't even need that. What am I doing? Negan from The Walking Dead.
Yep.
He saved that show, hands down.
Oh yeah.
Like hands down, that character saved that show. In what, fucking season 6 or 5?
I think it was the end of 5, beginning of 6. Yeah.
Absolutely saved that show. And that in and of itself is a fucking wild thing to say, that the introduction of his character saved that show when he brutally murdered one of the most beloved characters on the show.
Yeah.
Right? Like, holy shit, what a fucking entrance to just absolutely make people fucking hate you. But then to be able to turn around and say that that character is what kept that show fucking thriving through the entirety of its 11 season arc.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know that there has ever been a character like his that started off literally the absolute worst fucking human being you could think of, and then by the end turns around and is in his own show with fucking
with Maggie.
Maggie, thank you. With Maggie as like who was the fucking wife of the dude that he bashed the brains out of right in front of her. And and then they're like working together, right? Like what a fucking character arc.
Yeah.
Right? Like it was just so good.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's just every time I fucking see him, and why am I forgetting the fucking actor's name?
Oh, it's
Morgan. It's 3 names.
Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I was like, I know Morgan's there. I know Morgan's in it. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Every time I see him in anything now, I'm just like, I fucking love him.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how good the movie is, how bad the movie is, or TV show, whatever, music video. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, he is so fucking good. I love him. He's so great. So, yeah, that's mine.
Well, dog, episode 93.
7 more. We're at that Benji.
Let's fucking go.